Hi guys, it's Tracy. Today I'm here to show you how to ungroup and arrange this week's free It's on My List Travel SVG. This one here, we're going to ungroup this, and there's a couple different ways that you can do this project. You can leave it exactly the way it is. You obviously can change the color of the blue here. You can make it lighter, darker, whatever you want. But you can also do just this. You can put, if like let's say you had a blue shirt you wanted to put it on and you didn't want to use the background, or you could change this all to white. If you want to put it on something black, you could do that. You can also ungroup this. So let's say you didn't want this part here. You wanted to just do that, or you didn't want this part here. Lots of different ways you can do this week's project. You can also just go ahead and leave it all together to make it easier for yourself. If you're going to cut it with black, whether you want the blue behind it or not, I would go ahead and just grab all your black and click attach. Then when you go to make it, all of this is going to cut as one piece. Keep in mind though, when you make this project, if you go too small, these little pieces right here could be difficult to cut. So like I always say, the machines are wonderful, but they all have their limitations, and the smaller you go, the more chance you have of items ripping. So if you were to put this like maybe on a keychain or something, you could have a hard time with your machine cutting these thin lines, and then also when you go to weed it. But I just want you to keep that in mind. I always like to mention that just in case you're deciding to put it on something small. But this week's project is really super simple. To show you the difference between if you don't attach it, when you go over to make it now, these pieces are going to cut separate. Okay, so that's the difference between attaching them and not attaching them. I personally like to attach when I do things. It just depends. So on the opposite side of if it's too small, if this is going to be a bigger project and you leave this all attached, it could be harder for you to weed because there's so many little pieces. So in that sense, you may actually want to detach this. So that way you can weed that piece, but it's all personal preference. Whatever makes you happy, that's what you do. But again, this week's project is really simple. I had in mind that maybe you could use this for a scrapbook or a front of a journal, like for what your vacation was this summer or whenever you plan on going in the summer or on a vacation. You could use this like for a journal to write down memories, to put pictures in with it. I just thought it was a really cute idea, something a little different. You can find this one in the freebie library. It is design number 172, along with the fonts that I used. You know, I always like to let you know what the name of the fonts are and the links to where you can find them. But that's it, guys. If you make this one, I would love to see it. Please come over to the Facebook group and show it off. I love seeing what you guys make. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you.